how can we maintain a waiting attitude? In the near future, the nations will say peace and security. If we are not to be caught off guard by this declaration, we need to stay awake and keep our senses. 1 Thessalonians 5:6. To help us stay awake spiritually, let us briefly review events that have set the stage for this noteworthy proclamation. In the aftermath of each of the two world wars, the nations clamored for peace. After the First World War, the League of Nations was formed in the hope of bringing peace. Later, after the Second Global War, the United Nations became a popular hope of bringing peace to the earth. Government and religious leaders have looked to those agencies to bring about peaceful conditions for mankind. For example, in 1986, the United Nations sanctioned a highly publicized International Year of Peace. That year, leaders from many nations and religions joined the head of the Catholic Church in Assisi, Italy, to offer prayers for peace.
7 shepherds, 8 dukes. 1. The most practical step that we can take to prepare for the coming attack of the Assyrian is that of strengthening our faith in God and helping our brothers to do the same. 2. When the Assyrian attacks, the elders must be absolutely convinced that Jehovah will deliver us. 3. At that time, the life-saving direction that we receive from Jehovah's organization may not appear practical from a human standpoint. All of us must be ready to obey any instructions we may receive, whether these appear sound from a strategic or human standpoint or not. 4. Now is the time for any who may be putting their trust in secular education, material things, or human institutions to adjust their thinking. The elders must stand ready to help any who may now be wavering in their faith.
This article will be studied during the week of June 9th to 15th. Do you see the one who is invisible? We are convinced that the hour of judgment has indeed arrived. We also have faith that Jehovah has not exaggerated the urgency of our preaching and disciple-making work. In vision, the Apostle John saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding tight the 4 winds of the earth. Revelation 7:1. By faith, do you see those angels poised to release the destructive winds of the great tribulation on this world? If you see those angels with your eyes of faith, you will be able to share the good news with confidence. Paragraph 17. Question: what future event will test our faith? Soon, our lives will seem to be in peril. By the climax of the Great Tribulation, the governments of this world will have devastated and completely destroyed religious organizations that were larger and more numerous than ours. Jehovah prophetically describes our vulnerable condition as the land of unprotected settlements, unprotected by walls, bars, or gates. Ezekiel 38:10-12 and 14-16. With our physical eyes, it will appear that we have no chance of survival. How will you react? Paragraph 18. Explain why we can be steadfast during the Great Tribulation. We need not waver in fear. Why not? Because Jehovah has foretold that attack on God's people. He has also foretold the outcome. On that day, the day when Gog invades the land of Israel, declares the sovereign Lord Jehovah, my great rage will flare up. In my zeal, in the fire of my fury, I will speak. Ezekiel 38:18-23. God will then destroy all those who want to harm Jehovah's people. Your faith in the outcome of the great and awe-inspiring day of Jehovah will help you to see the salvation of Jehovah and to maintain your integrity. Joel 2:31 and 32.